16 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders' speedy running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. And Caldwell's got it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Prescott now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a 1st carry here for their running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's taken in by Stewart. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's caught. It's Stewart. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Daniels. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's a give up the middle. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And they run with Harris off the option. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. To throw is Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. So 2 sacks for the rookie. Definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, That was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We get started in the Midwest. 2 teams that don't see each other very much. The Giants in town to take on Kansas City. And this one, a 1-point game at halftime. Rashee Rice, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Desmond Ridder has thrown a touchdown pass. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Hold in here, Caldwell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Throwing, Prescott. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott now from the 50. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39. Throwing now is Daniels. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. An option handoff given to Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try the left side. St. Clair, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott to throw it. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lloyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He finds his man complete. It's Lloyd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Dak. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. To throw, Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Dak. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Commanders, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.